No.
All right, Cowboy Coy, Griffin, Cowboys for Trump. What do you do? What's the deal?
John, it's a grassroots movement. We're from New Mexico. There was 9 of us that flew out. We started on the 15th horseback because we knew that was when the president was going to make that tough decision and come under the gun again. So we wanted to get horseback out there. We wanted to ride as a sign of support and thank the president for his efforts on border security, because we come out of New Mexico, a state that is directly affected by it. So it was a great time. We spent 8 days out riding. We went through some weather. It was kind of tough in different spots, but we finished a ride in D.C. The Park Police, D.C. Metro Police shut the city down. We rode horseback through it, flying Make America Great Again flags, American flags from the back of our horses. Liberals' heads were spinning and exploding left and right. The tolerant left, the ones that are so tolerant of everything, they might not be tolerant of everything, but not Trump flags. They don't like those, and so they cry. But anyways, we brought the president a cowboy hat whenever we rode in there. One of the guys riding with me, one of the original 13, he's a hat maker from Farmington, New Mexico. He built the president a beautiful hat. We weren't able to get the hat to the president. We flew out and flew back into El Paso. Fox News calls us. We jump back on a plane. We go on Fox and Friends in the morning. I went to New York. I'm flying back to my home state in New Mexico because I have an important meeting. I'm a county commissioner back there. I have an important meeting the next day. And guess who calls me on the phone?
The president.
President Trump?
President of the United States, baby, I promise you,
What did he say?
William Crozier out of the White House called me first, and he said, Coy, he goes, the President Donald Trump has been asking around for your cell number, so if he calls, if you get a call from an unknown number, you make sure you answer it. And right after he said that, my phone's dinging, and I look at it, and it says unknown number. And but you know,
what did he say when he called?
Hello. It's hilarious, man. He's like, hello. I was like, Mr. President, I'm going to try to keep from crying whenever I talk to you. I have so much honor and respect for you. But I told the president, I said, you know, Mr. President, I know that you get armchair quarterbacked by everybody around you. I know that everybody's a critic of every decision you make, but I want to speak on behalf of myself as well as millions others just like me. You're doing a great job. Keep doing exactly what you're doing because we're proud of you and we're proud to call you our president. And I also told him, I said, and I'm going to tell you something else, Mr. President, and I'm not trying to just find words to butter you up and schmooze you. I said, I'm speaking from my heart. I said, I truly do believe by the time you're done with your second term in office, I said, I think Ronald Reagan's going to be standing in your shadow. I think you're that kind of a president, and I really do. I mean, he's the people's president. Whenever I spoke to the president, I shared with him about what's going on in New Mexico with this. We got these Second Amendment sanctuary counties that are starting.
Oh, my God. New Mexico?
Dude, New Mexico, the state legislation from our state legislators and our state governor.
You got the
Michelle
Luhans,
Drew.
the Trujillos, the Luhans.
Oh, it's so liberal left.
Jaramillos.
Well, they're passing legislation through our House right now that's infringing on our Second Amendment. Well, the counties are starting to wake up. And now we're turning into Second Amendment sanctuary counties where the sheriff is not going to enforce these liberal gun legislation.
Where's your hometown?
Alamogordo, New Mexico.
Okay.
Holloman Air Force Base.
Yeah, I know where it is.
But anyways, whenever I explained this to the president, I told the president, I said, Mr. President, it's like our republic is waking up.
Exactly.
And you know what the president said to me? He goes, so it's coming back to us. And I said, excuse me, sir? He goes, so it's coming back to us. And I said, yeah, and I just kind of moved the conversation forward because I really didn't know what he was telling me, you know? But I just ate on that for 2 or 3 days after I spoke to him. But, you know, I finally got it figured out. What he was talking about, because I was talking about a republic and power, and he was talking about the flow of power, going back from the government back to the people. But you know what the beauty of it was whenever he said that? He said, so it's coming back to us. Yeah. Not to you guys, not it's leaving us and go. He's the people's president. He's
the blue-collar billionaire.
He's one of us,
Blue-collar
man.
billionaire.
But you know what our governor right now is doing?
Of New Mexico.
Governor
What's her name?
Of New Mexico, Michelle Lujan Grisham.
Right, the Democrat.
Oh, she's a whack.
She's
a whack
panicked right now because she's afraid she's going to lose control and power over the people. Right now, she's threatening to sue the counties right now because we are turning the Second Amendment sanctuary counties, and she's threatening us with lawsuits
Imagine that.
to sue her own people
So what
because
is
she's
it-
afraid she's going to lose the power over the people.
So when you have a sanctuary county for the Second Amendment,
Yes.
what exactly? Like, walk us through what that means.
It's a resolution
Go
where
ahead.
inside of our state constitution we have statutes in our state constitution that protect our Second Amendment right, that give us sovereignty from the people, and so the state is infringing through their gun legislation. They're infringing on those rights that we have on our state constitution. So we're standing up against that through our county because it's just like whenever I was talking to the president about how the republic is waking up, because the power is now shifting from it's been over the course of my life from the government to the state to the county to the people, and the people get oppressed by all the BS.
It's amazing.
But now it's starting to shift, and our president's campaign slogan is "Make America Great Again." And I've been just trying to figure that out. What's that look like? How do we get to make America great again? What's that going to consist of? But I think I got it figured out, brother. It's what's going on right now. It's whenever the shift of power goes from the government back to the people.
Yeah.
And whenever the people are here, the county is here, the state is here, and the Fed is at the bottom. The county represents the people, the state represents the county, and the Fed represents the state. And they're servitude forms of government. They are to serve the people. That's the way our founding fathers constructed our Constitution and our founding
They got people
documents.
But
bamboozled. Corey,
now it's
'cause they're
been
not educated.
now it's been flipped over.
Yeah.
I mean,
and we're oppressed.
The tweet the other day by AOC Ocasio-Cortez, who said, "We're in charge now. You're a backbencher."
Imagine that.
It's
John.
like, no, you're not in
Imagine
charge of anything. You
Amazing.
were elected to serve the people. But that's the liberal elite.
You know what
view.
I was thinking the other day with Cortez? She was a bartender. She
Yes.
was a bartender and I was thinking, you know what? Whenever she was tending bar, I bet they had her on the beer tub pulling long necks out, because I bet she wasn't even smart enough to know what goes in a Jack and Coke.
John Fredericks Radio Network. Cowboy, thanks for being with
Hey,
us.
thank you. Look us up,
Quick
Cowboys
word
for
from our
Trump on
sponsors.
Facebook,
I'll be
and
right back.
download our app.
Thank you.